At Ben and Kelly Show is a great way to message us, DM us. If you DM us an issue, maybe we'll turn around and toss it out to our listeners, see if we can get you some help.
Yep. And that's exactly what we've got going on here with Jen. She said, help me out. I moved to Louisville a couple of years ago. I only have 2 friends who were friends with each other before we met, went to the same high school.
Ah, okay.
I've always had a hard time making friends as it is, but especially as an adult. It was so much easier when I was in school.
For sure.
My 2 friends have a group of 6 or 7 other friends that hang out together often. Now, I don't know these people, but based on social media, it seems like we'd have a lot in common. Mm-hmm. I've asked my friends multiple times to introduce me to their other friends, but they always say they will and then never do. Hinting, asking directly, nothing has worked. I have no idea why they won't introduce me to anyone else they know in the area. I think I'm pretty nice. I've got a lot of interests. I'm not exactly attractive, but I don't smell or anything. LOL. I really, really need some other friends, and this seems like the easiest way in, but they won't budge. At the same time, I don't want to push too hard because I don't want to lose the friends I do have.
Okay.
So what gives? Thank you. Been a faithful listener since moving here. Love your show.
Oh, thanks, Jen.
That is sweet. And that is tough. Like, I completely understand and relate because I was fresh out of college.
Yep.
Moved here, didn't know a soul. The one person I did know lived in New Albany. We were in school together. She's like, get a job in Louisville. I'll move with you. And then she didn't move with me. So I ended up down here by myself. I'm like, why am I here?
Yeah.
And it took a while.
Yeah. And I think like getting yourself involved in things other than work, because I know that sometimes work is an easy place to meet people that you could become friends with.
Right.
Outside of work. That doesn't always happen, but I would suggest getting yourself involved in things, recreational activities. Like if you like to do things outside of work, whether it's even going to, or like getting involved in a church or getting involved in, like a,
taking classes.
Yeah, exactly. Like one of those wine and paint classes sorts of things.
Yes, that's always fun because naturally you kind of can start conversations with the other people around there, like, compliment their painting or whatever, and start conversations that way. There are lots of, I think, different ways that you can try to organically strike up conversations with people that you think you might have something in common with.
Yeah. I mean, and I think you're going to have to like live in the uncomfortable for a little bit. The discomfort. Yes, exactly. Thank you. By kind of getting yourself in a place where you're a little bit more uncomfortable, because that's how you're going to meet people and grow.
Yeah, it's tough because, when I first moved to town, I was like the youngest person working at, where I was working at. And my first friend was like 10 years older. And I went from like, college life to going out to happy hour with people that, have kids and divorces and all sorts of things going on. So yeah, it's tough to kind of find your footing. But now with social media, with, lots of fun classes, like we mentioned, church affiliations, I think there's a lot of different ways that you can organically meet people.
Gretchen suggested the website newtolou.com as a way to maybe meet people who just moved to Louisville. And
that sounds awesome.
Yeah, for sure. And
just to corroborate what she's saying, she said a study indicated Louisville was in the top 5 most difficult places to make friends.
Now, I don't know if that's true or not. That's just Gretchen texting us some sentence. But
that does
it certainly
sound
can feel
accurate, though, just because this is one of those places where it's like, people ask you, hey, where'd you go to school? They mean high school. So
I know.
That means that people, kind of tend to stay with the people they've known all their lives.
Well, I got to be honest,
like other people, new people in.
I was excited when my wife made friends outside, of just radio peers that I have,
Yeah.
Because when we moved to town, my daughter, she was pregnant and then put on bed rest. So she immediately and then had babies. And so it was like she was thrust into all that and never really had an opportunity to like go out, experience the city and everything like that.
And meet people. It's not a stage of life where you can just go out a lot and meet a lot of people. And Bethany said, hey, I'll be her friend. See, thank you. We need more Bethany's.
Yeah, there you go. Well, Jen, hopefully there's some suggestions there, but and you know what? Honestly, like I would go back and I would look at your 2 quote friends that you have, and why the heck aren't they letting you be a part of their other friend groups? Because and I would question that friend.
say point blank, hey, I need help finding you guys are my only friends. Like, help me expand the circle. I need some help. Introduce me to some people.
Yeah.
Can you help me out here?
Right.
I think if you just point blank, like tell them, like, look, I'm struggling. Help me out.
Yeah. All right. Good luck, Jen. We're all, oh yeah. And there are a bunch of people that are just like, hey, there's, Facebook groups called that you can find now, Ladies of Louisville and others.
That's cool.
Yeah. Just search Facebook groups, and I think that might help you navigate and find some people here in the city for sure.
Stephanie wants to be your friend too. Thank you guys. That's awesome. And
right.
Brittany says, yeah, I'm from Louisville. I have a hard time meeting people. I think these Facebook groups are a really great place to start. Ladies of Louisville, newtolou.com. Try those.
All right. Good luck, Jen.